When the night falls, when the shadows become deep and black, the silent pall of evil settles upon the earth. Who dares to search? Who dares to see? What evil walks the night? If you dare, welcome to my nightmare. My nightmare of comic book collecting and record collecting and movie poster collecting and all the other things that we collect here. You see, here in Mount Grotto, Kentucky, we are collectors. We surround ourselves with mementos, with souvenirs that remind us of the high points of our lives. Come with me, if you dare, to my private inner sanctum with all the nightmarish objects that remind me of my youth, like crime and horror comics and all kinds of shit like that. Yes, this is a veritable museum of pop culture, a treasure trove of shit, things that your parents hated and despised. Yes, the Grotto Orloff Museum here in the second floor of the Grotto Orloff International Building of Trade is a nightmarish repository of all the things that parents and teachers hated, and all the horrible people like Dr. Wortham and Dr. Fauci, all the people that have fucked your life up, all these wonderful things that you collected. But, the thing about collecting comics and toys is you got to have some kind of organization system, and I'm in the process of organizing with the hope that maybe I can sell some of the duplicates I have here in this collection. Actually, here's a spare comic book box. Let's take that upstairs, ladies and gentlemen, and because perhaps we can fill it with some fantastical comic books. But first, let's be responsible citizens and turn off some of these lights, because you see all these lights, that's bad for the environment, man. So look what I'm doing to help fight climate change. All these lights off. Turn off the flashlight that's helping me get around here in the dark recesses, the catacombs. You know, I do have some new comics today. I was down in a dumpster about a block from here, crawling around in the dumpster last night, and I found an entire box of key issues. So we'll be going through those today and deciding which ones we should send off to CGC to slab, because slabbing comics is something that all real collectors do. Real collectors don't want to read comic books. They don't even want to see inside them. They just want to look at the covers as mementos, as souvenirs on their wall to show what great hunters they are. I found this mint 9.8 key issue while I was in the septic tank, and all the other collectors will ooh and ah. Where the fuck am I? Okay, what am I doing? And look at this. One of the elder gods. Let's get this in good lighting. I've had this since second grade. I gotta get this in better light, man. Yes, I sure do. Let's go on up, man. Let's go. Coming up, man. We're going to have fun collecting, organizing these comics that I found in the toilet. Oh, the box I had. Fucking shit. All right. Well, we're taking an extra long box up today. All right. Well, once again, it's Thursday. I don't know if I mentioned that. July 14th, 2022, in the year of our Lord. Tonight there's a rodeo here in Mount Gratu. Tomorrow night there's a demolition derby, and on Saturday night there's a blues band playing. What do you think of that, man? Looks like a vile hippie. Man, I got this in second grade. I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm going to show you a little trick. Her name is Amber Heard. No, just kidding. Little trick is I'm going to run this toy that has never been cleaned since I purchased it in second grade, 1972, in Hampton, Virginia. I'm going to run it under a little water just to get the dust off. Now, it's filthy and sweaty looking, and how about that? Seems like the tongue used to have some red on it back when I was a kid. I could be wrong. It's got a suction cup on the back, so you can stick it on a wall so you could help your mother decorate the house. And I'll leave it right here among my souvenirs and mementos. So last night we had the 4-Color Fossils show. You should go back and watch that. That was quite spectacular. Oh, we're brought to you tonight by Casey's Spring Water. Casey Stengel. My grandfather punched Casey Stengel out. Those of you into baseball trivia, my grandfather was a left-handed pitcher, and I guess Casey Stengel thought my grandfather was trying to hit him with the ball when he was pitching, which he might have been doing, actually. And anyway, Casey Stengel charged the mound, and my grandfather, just one punch, just laid him out. And then the policeman came over and said to my grandfather, "Do you want us to take him under the stands and finish the job?" Because they didn't like him either. I guess he wasn't a very likable guy. I think I've read, I didn't even know this until a few years ago, about 10 years ago, that my grandfather was Jewish. He never talked about it to anybody. He married an Irish woman. All the kids were raised Catholic. And nobody in his family ever knew it. But he was, anyway, from the border of Germany and Russia. And so I think the deal is Casey Stengel had said some things about my grandfather's mother and possibly the Jewish heritage. And I guess my grandfather didn't like that, so he took revenge. But in the newspaper the next day, they had a parody of the famous poem, Casey at the Bat. I wish I had a copy of that. And the final line, instead of, "and mighty Casey had struck out," it was changed to, "and mighty Casey was knocked out." Anyway, how about that? Yeah, my grandfather, you can look him up, Philip Lefty Weinert. He played for the New York Yankees, the Phillies, the Cubs. But I don't know much about baseball, so I can't tell you much beyond all that. But you can look up his stats and all that, and maybe see a picture of him. But that baseball skill did not come down to this generation. Okay, so we're up in the comic book room again. Oh my God, when will this nightmare ever end? Let's get some new books today to look at. Hold on. What is this stuff over here? Let's see what this is. All right. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, man. Well, again, for those of you, if any of you have just tuned in and never watched the show before, trying to organize this whole room. Has no furniture, basically, just a couple of, stereo and a bookshelf over there. Eventually, we'll have furniture in this room. But right now, it's just a bunch of comic book boxes, and they're not organized, and a lot of it's stuff. Most of this isn't my childhood comics. Occasionally I'll stumble on one, but most of that stuff's in the other room, all organized alphabetically and everything. But this stuff around here, I'm trying to get organized alphabetically and numerically, and then I'm going to add it to the boxes in the other room, and then I'll have a true picture of what I own and what I can get rid of, either because it's not something I want or because I have like 2-3 copies of the same issue. Took my dog Drusilla to the vet yesterday. Got her some pills and her ears cleaned out. But anyway, the veterinary assistant was telling me about the previous owners of this building. The guy was an auctioneer, and in the 3-car garage there, that's where all the public came, and he'd had auctions, and he'd sell antiques, and then once a month he would auction off exotic animals. So those animals must have been kept in the 3-car garage, and maybe that's why my dog Drew loves to go out into that garage. She probably still smells that even after a few years. This is Mr. Miracle Special number 1. Anyway, he auctioned off all kinds of stuff, and maybe someday that 3-car garage or the enclosed porch will be a comic store. And my wife wants to sell makeup and stuff, and there's a great need in this community for a lot of things. I don't know how a comic store would go over, but I think selling makeup, you'd make a lot of money, because there aren't many stores here, and I had to drive my wife like miles to get a pedicure yesterday. And so, people that do stuff for women, manicures, pedicures, there's the need for that. If someone was open a McDonald's here, they'd make a killing. Not that that's good food or anything. Here's a Detective Comics anniversary special from 627. It's from issue number 627. Okay, so this, at first I thought this was What If. No, it's called Why Do the Avengers Battle the Defenders? Well, why not, man? Okay, so I guess I'll put this under A for Avengers. Here's some modern Avengers comics, the new Avengers. So we'll put those over here under A. Avengers. Yeah, right. Well, so what are you guys going to be doing on Christmas Day, huh? It's coming up, man. Gotta start thinking about Christmas. Secret Origins, starring Jonah Hex, and also The Origin of the Black Condor by Roy Thomas, and they got Michael Fleischer writing The Origin of Jonah Hex. So that goes under SE, Secret Origins. Number 21. Okay. Oh, another Secret Origin starring, this has got Uncle Sam and the Guardian. This is number 19. And Roy Thomas is writing The Origin of the Guardian. I think during this era, Secret Origins, I think every issue just about had a story by Roy Thomas, who someday people will realize just how much he did for comics. Bringing back the characters of the Golden Age for both Marvel and DC with his magazine Alter Ego, all the great stuff he, writing for comics over the years, his involvement with reprinting vintage comics in a very superior format. He's really one of the big guys. And I like the Star Trek from Gold Key. This is Star Trek from DC. And I don't know. Maybe it's good. I love Star Trek, or the real Star Trek, the 1960s Star Trek. That always offends a lot of people when I say that. Why it's issue I can't believe it's Superman 666. So instead of just kind of ignoring the fact that it's issue 666, they went all out and made it a totally satanic issue. It's a decision you got to make. Okay, so we're not just going to skip past issue 666. Do we make a big deal of it, or do we just let it slide? No, let's make a big deal out of it. All right. One of those decisions that people make nowadays that probably wouldn't have been made in the old days. All right. All right. So, Superman 666. Of course, they restarted the numbering of Superman. Stupid. Looking at these new comics just kind of disgusts me. Okay. Here's Tales of the Teen Titans 55. This wrapper, this bag is fucked up, but I'm just going to leave it in it and replace it at some point. Probably never. Will we ever be able to afford bags again? I mean, I haven't been in a comic store in months, but I know that they were starting to get scarce, and now with the price of oil, plastic being made from that, I imagine they're getting up there in price. $48.55. This is issue 53, same title. Again, I don't know why these Teen Titans haven't gone up more in value, because it seems like people would be looking for them nowadays with all the other there was a TV series we're not up to date on that. Do they still make that show, the Titans TV show? I think we're in the 3rd season, but we haven't watched it in well over a year. We got to get caught up on that R-rated, filthy show. The New Titans. 72. Donka Shane. Alright. Wonderful. Guardians of the Galaxy. How about that? I have no idea if that's good or not. I doubt it. It's the first issue of a stunning new epic. It's 433. There's a new thunder god in town. Is this any good? Thor. Thor. TH. Thor. Tarzan, Terminator, Thing, Thor. Squadron Supreme number 8. It's Marvel's version of the Justice League. Okay. PQ. This is a mini-series. There were several mini-series, I believe. The World of Smallville, number 3. I'm just going to put this in the Superman section. It would make more sense there than under W. Superman. Warlock. The Infinity Effect, number 2. Number 3. 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Here's Warlock in the Infinity Watch, number 2. Here's another copy. So this is one of these could potentially be sold, perhaps, to you. I don't know. You probably already have all this stuff. Of course, if they keep making these Marvel movies really shitty, then maybe there'll be no interest in the public will have no interest in these old comics. It's very possible. Okay. Here's Watchmen, number 7. That's number 3. That's 7. This is number 10. The hell does that say? Number 5. All right. Here's damn. I think that says 6. All right. Web of Spider-Man, number 3. Now, see, I'm putting all the Spider-Man comics together, even though this really is a W comic. That's just how I'm going to do it. Watchmen goes over here. Warlock, Welcome Back Cotter, Warlord, Watchmen. Before Weird War. Let's see, it's 10:15 here in Mount Gratu, Kentucky, and I don't have an appointment until 2:30 for my wife. Web of Spider-Man 10. He's got a physical therapy appointment. or they're she walks around in a shallow pool and builds back her muscles. Web of Spider-Man number 10. So but we gotta get up and get lunch before that. Web of Spider-Man number 12. Number 14. Web. Wait, did I just put that in the wrong fucking place? Yeah, I should see. I'm an asshole. Of course, you already knew that. I was just telling you I was putting these under S for Spider-Man, and then I was putting it under W because I'm not concentrating. Okay. What if Iron Man became a traitor? I think I have several copies of this issue because I like it because Steve Ditko drew it. What if Daredevil became an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.? What if Ghost Rider were separated from Johnny Blaze? What if the Punisher became Captain America? That's a pretty funny one. Funny concept, at least. Let's see, what if? What if? What if the United States wasn't in the middle of a Marxist revolution? What if Hunter Biden was a Christian? What if the Punisher's family hadn't been killed? What if Joe Biden wasn't a moron? Oh, here's another one of that. What if the Punisher, see, so I can sell one of these, man. Would it be better to do an auction online, or would it be, I don't know. I don't know how to do this. What if, I don't even give a shit about the numbering. I'm just throwing those what ifs in. This is Wonder Woman number 10, because they kept starting the numbering of what if over and over again, and it gets confusing. You have to look at the prices to figure, the original price on it to figure out, okay, this is an earlier what if number 12, and that what if number 12, and this what if number 12. I think they started what if over 3 times, and I think they've started it over again now so that they can have every issue about Miles Morales. What if Stan Lee was Miles Morales? What if Star-Lord was Miles Morales? What if the Black Widow was Miles Morales? What if Gwen Stacy was Miles Morales? That's what they're doing, because there are these little people that collect Miles Morales comics. Do you have any Miles Morales comics in stock? I'm looking for Final Infinity, his first appearance. What is it called? Final Justice, some stupid comic. It's called Ultimate Fallout. I think that's what it's called. I'm looking for Ultimate Fallout number 15, the first appearance of Miles Morales. Do you have that? Yes, I wiped my ass with it. Is it valuable? Here's a whole box of Sad Sack comics, man. And other... Oh, wow. Cool. What is this shit? Well, Shazam! Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. That's me sleeping through the late 80s and 90s and all the 2000s, and not as far as comic book output. Here's the Chroma Tick, which is reprints of the Tick, but now in color. So that goes over. Shit. Here with the Independent, the Atomics. This is what I call a good comic, because it looks cool. Yeah, it just looks great. I like how it looks. This is what I like. This is what I like. I just like this kind of artwork. Here's the original teleplay, The City on the Edge of Forever, which we know to be a great episode, award-winning episode of Star Trek written by Harlan Ellison. Well, Harlan Ellison was pissed because there were elements changed that he liked his original script better. So you can read this comic and see, or there's a book that has his original screenplay and all his complaints. Here's American Gods, which is Neil Gaiman, famous comic book writer. He wrote a novel. It became a TV series, and then it became a comic book. They kind of went the reverse way. So that's issues 4, 5, and 6. We enjoyed the series. I don't know if there's a new season or not. Yeah, we enjoyed the series, even though the showrunners of that show like to show close-ups of male penises. I say male penises because, you know, women can have penises and men can have children. You know? I mean, not children. Men can actually become pregnant. You know? So now we call them birthing people in our latest quest to minimize all it is to be a woman, right? How did I get on that subject? We don't do politics here on this channel, man. We stick to comics. Look at this. Can you? What's this one? Fever. I had a dream where the cast of Star Trek interacted with the cast of Planet of the Apes. That's probably like, you know, this is actually shit that I did in 4th grade with my Mego dolls, the action figures. You know, I had all the Planet of the Apes and all the Star Trek guys, and you know, you could have something like this happen. Then you grow up and become an insane comic book creator, and you can do it for real. Here's another one of those American Gods comic. Trouble with Girls. Always has scantily clad women. Here's Classic Girls. There's Hunter Biden and his latest adventure. Michael T. Gilbert's Mr. Monster, number 3. Mr. Monster was another great comic. Here's another issue of Mr. Monster. And yet another. Oh, and it looks like I have a spare copy of that wedding issue here, number 3, if you're needing that. American Gods again. It goes there. Here's Ant. I got this just because I like the cover. I cannot vouch for the interior. It's from Image. Ant. All right, what other nightmarish stuff can I show? Here's Harvey doing Tom and Jerry. Okay. All right, so this whole box of Sad Sack comics. If I can take this over here, then I can free up this whole box. I have the Harvey comics over here. I don't know how good the lighting's going to be over here. All right. Set you down here. What we have here, some issues of the Comics Journal. There's an interview with Gay and Wilson. Here's a Frazetta interview. Alright, that's great. Random issue of Wizard. Issue of Old Car Trader. Here's an old children's textbook, Shining Hours. Let's put that over there. Okay, so we're going to put some Sad Sack comics over here. Okay, well, first of all, I've got this Walt Disney comic. That goes over here. All right. So many different Sad Sack titles. As far as Harvey Comics goes, Sad Sack was never like my favorite comic. It was more something I got when there was nothing else. Tom and Jerry. Let's put the Tom and Jerry in here. I mean, I'm not knocking Sad Sack. It's just. All right, so I don't know if you've ever seen these. This is not manga. These are from. I forgot where they're from. These are. It's like manga. They're Asian comics, but I think they're from. Man, where are they from? Is it? I don't think they're from Korea. I can't remember, but there was a whole line of these comics that came out for a while. It's called Oriental Heroes, and there was the different ones, the Force of Buddha's Palm, the Blood Sword, Oriental Heroes, which, yeah, just the coloring is really cool. I have a few of these. This is an old flyer. It must have been my father's. As you can tell, this is very mid-century looking. So I like that era, so I save it. Part of my insanity. Okay. Sad Sack Navy Gobs and Gals. Sad Sack Navy Gobs and Gals. How many branches of the military did Sad Sack serve in? Sad Sack Laugh Special number. Dang, I have no idea what number that says. Sad Sack Laugh Special. Alright, here's a Laugh Special. Put it to that. Sad Sack World. It's Sad Sack World. Should I really even... Should I just throw these in here, or should I really honestly be trying to alphabetize? They're just so plentiful. Navy Gobs and Gals. Yeah, so you're looking at the girl. How about that? And it's causing pain to the fall. Okay, Sad Sack Navy. Gobs and Gals. Sad Sack Laugh Special, 65. There's another Laugh Special. Other gobs and Navy gobs and gals. Honestly, I just put these in here. I'll alphabetize the ones that say sad sack on them, but the ones that are just different, there's just too many of them. I may start doing that with the damn damn it, with the damn motherfucking Richie Rich comics too. It's driving me mad. Okay, sad sack number 235. What? Oh, okay, this is 209, 15 cents. This is 215. Okay. What is this one? Sad sack 309. Okay. Fuck it, I'm just putting these books in here. I don't have enough fucking time. Sad sack and the Sarge and the Sarge and the Sarge. Yeah, great. I don't. They're all together. Here's 2 copies of the Sad Sack book. So, Sad Sack and the Sarge. And the Sarge, he gets poked in the ass a lot in this comic. And he gets hit on the head with paint. And here's Sad Sack getting hit on the head with a bag of mail. That's hilarious. And Sad Sack and the Sarge has been hit on the head. He was trying to make out with that beautiful girl. Here's the Sarge getting his nose bitten. How about that? Here's Sad Sack falling down the stairs. I think we already saw this one where he's getting hit on the head with paint. Here he's getting hit in the face with a ladder. Oh, look at this. He's a little reference to pinball tilt, because this book's too old for that to represent a video game. Sad Sack Laugh Special. Okay, here he's rolling down the hill. Okay, I don't know, what is he being squirted in the face with mace or something? Here, the bottle he's drinking out of has been broken. Here he's, this kind of reminds me of the Kennedy assassination. Didn't some people say one of the shots came from someone hiding down in a manhole or the sewer? Here's Little Sad Sack. It's funny. It's him as a kid. It's funny because sad sack was a World War II expression, and the full expression was sad sack of shit. You know, if you were a shitty soldier, you were called a sad sack of shit. So here's Little Sad Sack of Shit. Sad Sack and the Sarge. Alright, so that was somewhat painless. Alright, let's move these Richie Riches over and I'll free up a whole short box. Yeah, Sad Sack looked very different artistically than the rest of the Harvey line because it was based on George Baker's art. I don't know if the original George Baker was doing the art, the old, you know, the guy from World War II, or if there were a bunch of art. There must have been a bunch of artists at Harvey that could ape that style because maybe he just did the covers. I don't know, because there were so many. Unless they had that old guy, World War II veteran, chained in the offices of Harvey, drawing 15 comics a month. Alright, so I freed up a whole short box. How about that? All right. Oh, that's not good. I showed you this the other week. That needs to get into the closet. All right. Oh no. I just found a whole nother stack of Harvey comics. Oh, what a bummer, man. Some Richie Rich. I'm just putting you in here, Richie Rich. Woody Woodpecker. Harvey did Woody Woodpecker for a while. Okay. Oh man, all these, I just found all these sad sack books. Perhaps I was too hasty. All right, back. I thought I'd freed up a box, but I guess I haven't. Just when I thought I'd freed up a box, they pull me back in. Move these books back out. Sure do. See, the old Harvey, they had bigger heads. Here's the very first issue of Hot Stuff. How about that? All right, I gotta get more Little Audrey and Little Dot comics and Little Lotta. But you know, where do you find? I guess online. All right. So here's Sad Sack and the Sarge. Okay. I'm just throwing all these in. Whole pile of Sad Sacks going right on in. More Sad Sack. If you want to see each individual cover, let me know down below. Sad Sack. Okay, that's the last of the Sad Sacks. Sad sack of shit. Okay, here's some more recent Richie Rich from like the 1980s. This is a later period Richie Rich. So these go into the Richie Rich section. I believe Captain Strangelove sent me these. Yes, I'm positive he did. So these are cool. It just the older Harvey comics are even better. Okay, Woody Woodpecker again. That goes at the end of the alphabet after Wendy the Good Little Witch. Wait, there's a Wendy on the other side of the Woody Woodpeckers. That's blasphemy. Little Lotta. Little Dot. I don't think I have a lot of Little Lottas. No, I don't. Then there was Little Lotta in Foodland. Okay, more Richie Rich, gold and silver. Fortunes. Oh, here's some more. Richie Rich and his best girlfriend, Gloria. Okay, that's plain Richie Rich. Oh, an Archie Christmas issue. Okay. Richie Rich. Richie Rich, number 185. That's 97. Fuck it. I'm just throwing him in. Because otherwise, I'll never be done with this project. More Richie Rich. Yeah. How about that? Devil Kid starring Hot Stuff. A more recent one, Hot Stuff. Hot Stuff. Hot Stuff. Hot Stuff. Where's the fucking Hot Stuff? Little dots. Oh, what did I fucking do, man? Harvey, Collectors, Joe Palooka, Little Audrey, Jasper. Oh, I made a boo-boo. Casper in space. Jasper. Okay, where did I... Let me fix this. Oh, I see what I did wrong. What did I do? Hot stuff, Felix. Fruit Man, Hot Stuff. Oh, I see. Harvey. I've confused myself. Felix, Fruit Man, Harvey Tunes. Harvey Collectors Comics. Oh, I see. Let's see. Oh, I see. Boxes. You gotta move the boxes in the proper order. Okay. Hot Stuff. Nightmare. Hot Stuff. H-I-J-K. Okay, I see what I did wrong. Dagwood. Okay. Damn, it's hot. It must be really hot outside. I'm feeling it. Music in the other room. Oh, I see. Alright. Looks like we got some Thor books to go through here. Here in a minute. Oh. Oh, man. Oh. Well, that was fun going through those Sad Sack comics. Just a blast. Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Paladin, 108. Okay. Marvel 2-in-1 thing in the Human Torch. What if the Punisher's family hadn't been killed? What if Elektra had lived? Which apparently she did live, because she's still in the comics today. What if? Masters of the Universe #4. It's I got 2 copies of that. Is that a key issue? Probably, to somebody. Masters of the Universe #1. It's a collector's item, first issue. Here's the end of the Blood Brothers saga. Wow. It's Mark Spector, Moon Knight, 38. This is more my time period. This is like 4th grade, so immediately I respond more to this than those comics I just showed you. Yeah, this is my stuff, man. Yeah, Ming. You know, kids today, they don't say man, they say Ming. You know, yeah, Ming the Merciless. So if you want to be cool and you're around your grandchildren, just say, yeah, Ming. Yeah, Ming. Kung Fu and Karate. Marvel 2-in-1. How about that? Here's Marvel 2-in-1 52, Thing and Moon Knight. Star of Stage and Screen. Here's another copy of that same momentous key issue. So I guess I'll send one to CGC, and I'll... Man, I'm going to send all these comics to CGC. Fuck it, man. It's not that expensive. And they're very fast in getting the books back to you, I hear. Marvel 2-in-1. A 52, man. The new 52, boy, that was great. I wish they'd bring that back. 52. Marvel 2-in-1 49, Thing and Doctor Strange. What about that? Ooh, this... I have my childhood copy is in the other room. This is rather beaten from being in the dumpster. It's Astonishing Tales #25. The steel-smashing origin of the world's most offbeat superhero. Yeah, they used to call everything offbeat in the Marvel comics. Offbeat. Which is, it sounds better than beat off. Astonishing Tales. Well, you know there are no bathtubs here in the Garage War Life International Building of Trade, so I wanted to give Drew a bath this morning. So there's 4 showers here, so I had to actually get into the shower with the dog and shower with her. You know, there's no alternative. How about that? So, but it's better than what Joe Biden does. Let's see. Here's Gru the Wanderer, #74. How about that? It's weird, you know. You think, you know, the Punisher became, you know, just hero when he started as a villain in the Spider-Man comic. It's just interesting how morality kind of changed. I remember in the early days of the new X-Men, it was a big, the X-Men were freaked out by Wolverine because he just went through and was slashing, like slashed, you know, because apparently, you know, now in the movies, you know, Wolverine just slashes through people, you know, obviously killing them. But there was a time when Wolverine used his claws and he didn't kill people, but he just went through and slashed through this. It turned out it was a robot, as I recall, or an android, but he didn't know that. So the X-Men are all saying, well, he didn't know that was a robot, and he could have, if that had been a real person, flesh and blood, he would have killed them. And they were like, ugh. You know, they were kind of looked at him askance after that. That was a storyline. I remember this. Am I wrong? In the late 70s, you guys can tell me. And now it's just like, that's just what he does, man. He slashes people up. This is a replica of Avengers 88, which it looks authentic from the front. You can tell it's fake. Apparently these have some value. They're a JCPenney reprint series that was sold in the catalog of JCPenney as a bundle. See, you got a modern ad for a Hulk video game, you know. But it's got, you know, the original bullpen page, but then across from it is a new ad for Mile High Comics. And then here you've got the original letter page and ad for Cull. It would have been better if they had sold it with the original ads in it, but then it would have been there would have been a lot of cases. Well, actually, some of the original ads do appear here, but if they had done that, it would have been there would have been tons of cases of people being fucked over and buying this. But apparently these have gone up in value, these fake ones. But in the meantime, they look really good on a spinner rack because they look like brand new comics. And, you know, putting real original comics on a spinner rack for long periods of time, usually the spinner racks comics were on there for like a month or so, and they were either sold or sent back. But if long periods sitting in a spinner rack tends to kind of distort the comic a bit. Anyway, I'll put this in the other room. Wow. I don't want to mix it in with the bronze comics. Fantastic Four 229. This is something everybody's got. It's not anything amazing. Oh man. Yuck. Nasty bags. This is an important key issue. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, number 251. Yeah, it's great. It's a key issue. It's a key issue because I've got 3 copies of it. So therefore I declare it a key issue. Because then I can keep one and sell the other 2 for a premium. And let me determine, hold on, I'll tell you why it's a key issue. This is, I don't remember this ad. Please, Dan, help me put an end to my skinny body. Oh boy. Yeah. It's a Charles Atlas imitator named Dan. Dan something. Yeah. See this panel? Graphic Man could change that up and make that dog poop there. It's a dramatic panel of someone stepping in dog poop. I don't think he would do it. Something, because he's more mature than I am. But if I had those computer skills that Graphic Man has, I would do that. Look at all that Kirby crackle. It's not Kirby, but it's Kirby did this because he was looking at a National Geographic with close-ups of the sun, and it looked like that, so he started using that as representing energy expulsion or explosions. And see, this artist is doing it too. Everybody imitated Kirby. Okay, so, and yet another copy with these nasty old bags. I'm gonna go wash my hands because these are so nasty, man. How about that? Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. Secret Avengers Mission to Mars, Brubaker, Diodato. This is like a collection graphic novel kind of thing, I guess. Here's Captain America, number 243. Oh boy, I was going to show you some, but no, I'm not going to do it now. All right, maybe I will. Okay, see that? The way it has the price and the number. If a comic was sold directly through a comic book store, it looks like either that. Yeah, it looks like that basically, and then they would have like usually a Spider-Man head there instead of a UPC symbol. That's something you guys all know, but just in case I noticed that there's a few people that are like younger, they're in their 30s that are watching this channel now. Used to be nobody that young would watch this. I don't know why anyone younger doesn't watch it, because when I was a kid, I'd like to hear older people talk about comic books. But I think they're all just concerned about key issues and slabbing, and I make fun of that, so it probably just turns them off. Okay. Yes, Fantastic Four. Defenders. A lot of Defenders, man. Why do you have so many Defenders comics? What is wrong with you? You must be a devil worshipper reading all those Defenders comics. What is wrong with you? Okay, let's get the Gru comics filed. Gee, your hair smells terrific. Gee, Gru, green. 3 times shall my flame turn green. First, to bring life, then to bring power. Third, to bring death. That's the original Green Lantern. Detective Comics. Dazzler. DC Comics presents The Flash. Oh my god. Oh my god. Marvel 2-in-1. My mother-in-law is a Honduran, and she also spends a lot of time around Cuban people. And when she instead of saying "Oh my God," she says "Oh my God," and I just started saying it because I think it's funny. And one day my wife told her, you know, that I do that, and then she started correcting herself and going, "Oh my God," and it's like, no, you're ruining it. Don't tell her, because then she's gonna be self-conscious about it. She thought it was funny that I thought it was funny, but it was like, don't ruin the magic. I want to hear all the "oh my gods." Okay. Oh my God. Oh my golly. Oh my golly. Oh my. Why, it's Drew the dog. I hear the pitter-patter of dog paws coming behind me. What do you want, little Drew? Drew, I think, is feeling much better after going to visit the vet yesterday. What are you? Well, she's leaving. She's coming up, I guess, to make sure I'm still alive. And unfortunately, just kidding. Welcome to my nightmare. Alright, Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. You know, you wonder, why does he make so many fucking videos? Has he lost his motherfucking mind? Every day he's making another video. It's, yeah. Because I don't... Oh, there's another Superboy. Yes, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know... Oh, Charlton66 said he was going to call me today. That'll Steve's gonna call. That's great. I just don't know anybody. My wife, my dog, my cats. And then there's waitresses that occasionally bring us food. These are my interactions, and with the vet. So if you want to call me and talk, that's great. I just don't know any people here yet. Hopefully you guys will move. There's a house 2 blocks away, 168,000. That's beautiful. Needs a little work, but built in the 1890s. And there's a new section of the house that looks like a brand new, something brand newly constructed. If you like new stuff too, but it's amazing, astounding, incredible. Yeah, move here, help me run a comic book store. That would be great. Marvel 2-in-1. Just maybe you can retire and then live off that and then make some extra money. Oh, Marvel 2-in-1. Where is that? Marvel Tales. Yeah, but when the shit goes down and we're getting close to the election, and the deep state gets desperate, and when a wild animal's backed into a corner, there's no telling what they're going to do, and the big cities may be a place you don't want to be in. So that's when I'll realize I did make the right decision. Marvel 2-in-1 89. I showed you that. Marvel 2-in-1 89, 81, 88. What'll be fun is when I combine these books with the books in the other room. You'll be along for that if you continue to watch this channel. I got a couple of new subscribers. That's cool. I'm inching up to 380, I think. Okay, let's get those Thor comics from over here. Oh, well, wow, what is all this shit? Oh, I saw Daddy kissing Santa Claus. That's the new version in today's transgender world. Here's Thor 333, special Masonic issue 333. Here's 334. Thor. How about that? Oh, these are already organized. Thor 335. Let's make room in the tea box. All right. Oh, you fucking shit. There's a rodeo tonight. Maybe I'll go see the rodeo. It's $10 to get in. I doubt there'll be a monkey. That was my favorite part of the last rodeo I went to, Drew. There was a monkey riding a horse with a little cowboy monkey, with a little cowboy hat, and he was riding I'm sorry, not a horse, a dog. Did you know that, Drew? There was a dog, and the little monkey was riding the dog with the saddle and everything. How about that? That's my kind of rodeo. Thor 336. That was back in Dallas. I think you can see that monkey on YouTube. It's quite famous. Thor 337. Which actually is an issue that, fuck, goddamn you fuckers. That is actually a valuable issue. Let's get these Thor books in. These are books I bought when they came out. Oh, Teen Titans, I see. Yeah, that's right. I forgot that I'm filing Teen Titans under TE for teen. Sometimes now they just call them the Titans. Because in the TV series, most of them are definitely not teenagers. But they're supposed to be. Originally they were. Okay, Thor. $355. Okay. 333, 34, 36, 337. Okay. Here's Thor 338. You know, we were thinking we were going to see Beta Ray Bill in the new Thor movie. People were excited, and now everyone's just glad they didn't use him in that movie, and probably better that they never use him. If they're going to, you know, it'll probably be a teenage girl, Beta Ray Bill, transgender. 341. 342. 343. Why, it's Thor 344. 345. Thor 346. 347. 348. Thor 349. Thor 350. Thor 352. Thor 353. $354. What? Okay. Here's another copy of Thor 355. Thor 356. Yeah. Oh, well, now we're moving back in time. Thor 296. God damn it. Too nice. $2.99. $303. $2.99. $96. $303. $305. $306. $310. $311. See, this one I bought at a comic store, and The one in front, I bought at a newsstand. That's the difference. And, you know, newsstand, directly distributed to a comic store. 310, 311. These are all ones I bought when they came out, unquestionably. 312. See, Tyr, that's who Tuesday is named after. It was originally Tyr's Day. You know, Wednesday was named after Odin, or Woden's Day. Odin's Day. And today, Thursday, was named after this guy, Thor's Day. Friday was Freya's Day, goddess of love. So, big chunk of the week is named after these gods. Oh, that makes me realize why, maybe that's why they are making Thor look like, and the other gods just look like complete boobs in these movies now, because that was a religion of the white Europeans. That could possibly be why, because I seriously doubt if they were gods from any other culture that they would, even if it's a dead religion, that they would, because there are like white supremacist Nazi type people. There are some people that are still Odinists, that still, and I think maybe some of the Nazis in World War II, they went back to their old religion, you know, because it was purity or something. And so maybe that's another reason why they want to do that. They don't want to portray Thor as something noble. I don't know. Maybe you think it. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but you kind of forget. Yeah, this was Thor. This was once a religion. People. That was the religion, and when the Romans came in and converted people to Christianity, they kept some of their traditions, their holidays and things, and the days are named after these old gods. And, you know, they used to keep a cross in their barns, but it was supposed to be the hammer of Thor. So when they were converted to Christianity, well, that hammer of Thor just became the cross crucifix. And Santa Claus is Odin. I mean, he had an 8-legged flying horse, and then it just becomes 8 flying reindeer. And Odin's horse, you know, sometimes it would kids would leave things out for Odin's horse. When then it would land on the roof, and it was all the same. So they put little things out for Odin. Oh well. Oh, look at this. It's Conan the Barbarian number 200. Elongated Man number 1. The Outlaw Kid number 13. I love that in the Spider-Man tradition. Okay, so here's some Elvira. Here's Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, number 1. Crypt Keeper of Castle Hills was saying these are real pricey on eBay now. I bought all these when they came out because I was a huge, or still am, I guess, a huge fan of Elvira. But just in the last few months, she's gotten really political and kind of insulted her fans if they don't agree with her politically. And yeah, I got tons of these. I don't know if I have a complete set. I kind of got it. I don't know how long this ran from Claypool Comics. And she did different photo shoots, and they used these photos for her calendars and also for the front covers of these comics. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. This will go with the independent comics. Yeah, but anyway, we're in the middle of a Marxist revolution, and they're deconstructing anything that's from European culture. So you don't get much more European than the Norse mythology. All right. Oh, man, stuff. What is this? Hulk 386. This is the Daredevil Chronicles. This was actually not put out, or was it? I don't know. Anyway, Daredevil Chronicles. Silver Sable #3. Adventure Comics 469 has Starman and Plastic Man in it. Action Comics 488. This is a new Spider-Man comic. I bought it simply because I liked the cover, you know, for obvious reasons, but inside I'm sure it's just as shitty as anything new that Marvel puts out. I could be wrong. You can tell me down below. I don't know. DC Comics presents 21. I'm always willing to stand corrected, because sometimes I'll proclaim things and I don't really know what I'm talking about. Here's Thor 435. And see, this is not a time period that appeals to me. That cover's ugly to me. And here's Thor 432. It's a giant-sized special celebrating the 350th appearance of the mighty Thor. Here's 419. And see, this is when I think Ron Friends took over. If you hold your fingers over this horrible symbol here, that the UPC code, and cover up that ugly logo, it almost looks like a 1960s comic, almost. And that's what I like about that artist, Ron Friends. Now, yeah, he did, in some cases, just kind of trace Kirby's art, but still look cool. Better. I mean, if someone's tracing Kirby's art, that still looks a whole lot better than that. You have to admit. Okay, Thor books. Sure are. Okay, I'm not filing these books. I'll do that later when I'm not on the air, because that's kind of probably boring to look at the back of my head as I'm down here filing. Let's see if I can pull another handful or two of comics before the memory on the phone goes away. What happened to the music? One moment, guys. I got some more comics for us to look at, but let me first. I can't. Oh, it says I have a low battery. That can't possibly. I need to go get the phone charger. Come with me. To the sea of blood. Oh shit, there's blood on the floor. Why is Drew bleeding? That must have been what she came up to let me know, man. Shit. What did she get a hold of down there? Okay. Okay, let's go see how Drew's doing. Damn. What is good? Hydrogen peroxide, I think, to clean blood. Drew, are you bleeding? Hold on a second. Are you bleeding? How you doing, Drew? Is your mouth bleeding? Let me get the light on. I gotta charge the phone too. God damn it. Drew, are you okay? Your mouth all right? Okay. All right. Here's the phone charger. You're wagging your tail, so you must be happy, Drew. Let's, so, let me just go clean that blood up, and, it's like a serial killer. I'm having to learn how to clean blood up off of hardwood floors. She's done that. Wait a second. What was it she was chewing? She might have gotten a hold of something. I can't imagine what she was chewing on. Let me see if there's any. She must have cut herself on something. Oh boy. All right, so the dog's okay. And hydrogen peroxide. I was asking my wife, because there was some drops of blood up there the other day, and she said use hydrogen peroxide. Okay. What did she cut herself on? I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me get some toilet paper. You see, there's some drops of blood there. You see that? I don't see it anywhere else. So let me get this. Oh, actually, there's a couple of drops here. All right. Let's plug you guys in before we run out of power. All right, let's get the music back going. It's hydrogen peroxide time. Good times begin with hydrogen peroxide. Delicious hydrogen peroxide. It's not a cola or a root beer. It's the light and lively taste that you'll cheer. Ladies and gentlemen, hydrogen peroxide is great for your picnic, and it's delicious and nutritious. Hold on. Relax and refresh and enjoy hydrogen peroxide. Shit! Man. Oh, shit. It's not working too well. There's no telling what she was chewing on. Well, maybe these drops of blood on hardwood floor will just add character to the house. And spook any visitors. Why are there drops of blood on the floor of the Grand Tour Loft building? How about that? You don't get to see people on YouTube cleaning up blood very often. All right. Try to dry my hands. This is the proper method of drying your hands, is to dry them on your shirt. All right. The Legend of Aquaman, #1. Shit, my hands are still a little too damp. Anyway, see, he looks just like Jason Momoa. Incredible likeness. Well, the artwork inside is not too bad. The origin of Aquaman. It's fantastic. Oh, here's Johnny Depp's wife looking evil, plotting ways that she can cut off Johnny Depp's fingers. It's Batman, Harley, and Ivy. It's done in the style of the Fox cartoon. Yeah, I like this whimsical approach. This is before they just, I guess, made it canon that she was a lesbian. And this, I think most people, a lot of people agree they're aware that Batman Mask of the Phantasm is the best Batman movie, but it was actually released theatrically. Butthole, Incredible Hulk, number 389. This cover is cool. Let's see into the Man-Thing's eyes. Okay, so this is one of the things that DC did when they got the Hanna-Barbera licenses. They did this strange Scooby-Doo modern update, and then they did pretty straight adaptations of Space Ghost and Herculoids and those superhero comics, and then they did just batshit crazy adaptations of the Flintstones and Wacky Races, and I filed it all under H. That's just how I do it. So that goes under H. Madame Xanadu, number 1. Here's an Alpha Annual, number 3 from 1990. They have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles parody in it, for those of you that care. Here's ROM 37. Marvel Fanfare, number 18. Captain America is mad at the Antifa that have damaged the American flag, or whatever that is. I guess that's a flag. Thunderbolts, introducing Jolt. Isn't Jolt a soft drink? Is this a key issue? Do people care about Jolt? I don't know. Am I a key issue yet? Classic X-Men reprinted the early new X-Men for people that weren't there at the time, and then they actually usually reprint the whole comic and then have a little story at the end that gives some extra information about stuff that happened in that story. So they give you something extra, you know, a new cover and an illustration on the back, and stuff to get the people that had the original issues to buy the same comic again. Classic X-Men number 15. They would never do this today. They'd never reprint their old stuff from that time period, because then people would realize this is so much better than the stuff coming out now, and that would blow their whole illusion that they're actually producing good comics to whoever buys them now. Cloak and Dagger, Spider Island. I've never really read Cloak and Dagger. I bought this just for the girl on the cover. I'll just be honest with you. Legends of the Dark Knight. It's a caveman Batman. What if Captain America were revived today? Swamp Thing number 139. What if Submariner had saved Atlantis from its destiny? World's Finest Comics. What was its destiny? Did they destroy Atlantis in the comic? I don't even remember. Last I read Submariner, Atlantis was still there. World's Finest Comics 314. Marvel Fanfare number 3. Someday people will start collecting this comic. A few of the issues are starting to go up in value. It's pretty neat. What is this? The Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows, number 5. And it's Spider-Man in that black costume that I don't like. I don't know. Free Comic Book Day, Suicide Squad. Oh, wow. The New Adventures of Gilligan is now on DVD. And Adamant, Secret Squirrel. Oh, you can get Secret Squirrel on DVD? Wow. I didn't know that. Doom Patrol, #1, annual #1, rather. Wish I could show you some better comics. This is just what I got here. This is Morbius 13. And this is from Topps Comics. It's Roy Thomas and Esteban Maroto, or Esteban Maroto, however you pronounce it. I always pronounce it Esteban, but I don't think I'm correct. It's a Dracula story about Vlad the Impaler. From the Topps Chewing Gum Company. They had a comic book line for a little bit. Okay, what do you want to see now, guys? It's starting to get on my nerves, man. Why are you even here, man? You're bothering me, man. You're bothering me. Man, it doesn't look like I cleaned up that blood. It looks like I made it worse. It looks like it's spreading. It's like an Edgar Allan Poe deal. All right, what else do we have here? Okay. Whoa, shit. Lady Death. I guess this is some kind of graphic novel here. It's thick. Yeah, it's $7. It's a graphic novel. Okay, here's Lady Death number... oh, they tell you on the back. Lady Death 2, Between Heaven and Hell, issue 1 of 4. June of 1995, very complicated. You have to look on the back to know what it is. Here's Dark Horse doing Conan the Cimmerian. Here's reprints of when Roy Thomas and Neil Adams were doing X-Men. This is the first issue of the reprints. Saga of the Swamp Thing, #3. They're touting on there that it's now a new major motion picture. I do not have many issues of Venom. I don't really care about Venom. I think I probably just bought it for the good girl art. Thanos, #1. Thanos Cosmic Powers, #1. Okay, Fantastic Four, the world's greatest comic magazine, #6. Here's Marvel. Here's Fantastic Four annual, reprinted from the early '60s with new art from John Byrne added to it. Batman Adventures #2. Batman Adventures, The Lost Years, #1. Oh, this is cool. Batgirl Adventures. That's a great cover. I wonder if that is a key issue. Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. That was remember this was too extreme for them to release. They edited the thing, and then later they put it out uncut due to demand. Batman Gotham Adventures. I've got 3 copies of this issue. For some reason, I don't know. This is a nice cover. It's a little graphic novel, Harley and Ivy, Love on the Lamb. And the artwork inside is pretty good. Batman, the 12 Cent Adventure, War Games. Free Comic Book Day, Batman Adventures #1 from June 2003. I've got 2 copies of that. I'm trying to think what I could do to clean that. I think I made those blood. I should have messed with those blood splatters. They look worse now. It's like a. It's like an Edgar. Like I said, it's like an Edgar Allan Poe story. Like, how did I clean it? And it's like I just spread the blood more. It's like expanding.